All right, Caroline, I like to start the show normally with how to hit the ball farther, because you know why? Because that's all anybody cares about is how to hit the golf ball further. It's just like, from a typical golfer, 90% of the questions I get is how do I hit it further?
It makes it more fun. It makes the whole game more fun when you're hitting it further.
So you're one of those too, is what you're telling me.
Exactly. I used to only hit drives on the range when I was younger.
All right, so I'm gonna start you with a 7-iron. Set up to your 7-iron right now. So I know she's like, hit it further with a 7-iron. What's that all about? So this is Caroline's typical setup with a 7-iron right here. As you see, she's kind of square. Her feet are, about shoulder length apart. It's a good setup. Her ball position is pretty good. It's probably just off of her logo, maybe a little forward to center. That's exactly where I want it to be. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the 7-iron out of her hands though, and I'm gonna put a driver down there. So now, what I want her to do is not much different. Go ahead and back up a little bit. Obviously gonna get a little further away from the golf ball. There we go. Now what I want her to do from her 7-iron setup is I want her to take this right leg and we're gonna go back a little bit. So let's put that right leg a little bit, even a little bit more. There we go. Now we're more solid in the way that we're set up. Next, what we have to do is, again, that 7-iron, right, Caroline, we were hitting down on it. The driver, we wanna launch it into the air. So I want her to lean for me a little bit. So we're gonna lean back. Her head's gonna be behind the golf ball and her spine is gonna be behind the golf ball, which is very important. If she stays leaned that way, that's going to allow her to hit up on the golf ball. Now, listen, I'm not that mean. I'm gonna let her use a tee. I'm gonna tee it up for you, all right?
Thank goodness.
So let's tee it up.
All right.
We're gonna start all over again. Get in your 7-iron setup for me.
7-iron setup.
Yep.
That's
now,
where my 7-iron
drop
would be.
that right leg back a little bit more even. There you go, a little wider than she likes to be. I know, we're gonna get her there. Now, we're gonna tilt the head behind it right there. Now, here's the big key. This is the one thing I couldn't wait to tell you guys. Typically, Caroline, when someone wants to hit it really hard, they normally snatch that club up and take it back. Show me, that's exactly what it looks like. Now look at the position she's in right here. She's leaning this way. All that good setup that we've been working on is just history and gone because she hasn't rotated or turned it all. So let's put it back down. Let's show them how to do it properly. What I want to see her do is I want to see her be very deliberate in her backswing. So go ahead and take it back. I'm not going to let her go fast. There you go. Take it back nice and slow. Rotate in your backswing. Now look at the position she's got because that's happened. She's turned over her right leg. All of her weight is inside her right leg and inside her right thigh right now. That's a position from here where she can rip the golf ball. From here, not gonna happen, right?
Yeah, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, right? From here, she's gonna be able to rip the golf ball. So number one is we got her set up in a good position. Let's do it. Set up in a good position. Leg drop back. Let's get that tilt a little bit for me. Good. Now a very deliberate, just slow, relaxed backswing. Let it rip.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Ooh.
man, that's the first golf ball I ever
Yeah.
saw you hit. That was pretty good right there.